the motion say aye, and those who are against the motion say nay. The ayes have it.
Hello and welcome to the program. I'm Dennis Adigunloye. The President Bola Ahmed Tinubu administration is well and truly up and running with some key decisions already taken and appointments made. And for the legislative arm of government, the 10th National Assembly is set to follow suit upon resumption on July 4th. Pending that time, here is a look at the highlights of Inauguration Day and the first plenary in the life of the 10th Senate.
Beginning of a new era at the National Assembly, usually accompanied by an influx of guests. It's the inauguration of the 10th National Assembly and election of its presiding officers. From the entrance gate into the precinct of the National Assembly to the lobby were a handful of guests who came to witness the big event amid tight security. Inside the Senate makeshift chamber, senators were all seated and ready to elect their presiding officers. A battle of former governors. The awaited time arrived, the election of the president of the 10th Senate and the 15th indigenous president of the Nigerian Senate. Senators Godswill Akpabio and Abdulaziz Yari nominated for the position of president of the Senate. Then voting state by state in alphabetical order. Eventually, Senator Godswill Akpabio emerged winner.
Godswill Akpabio, who has received the highest number of votes, is hereby declared and returned President of the Senate. Do solemnly swear.
Godswill Akpabio, UN.
Do solemnly swear.
Do solemnly swear.
That I will be faithful.
That I will be faithful.
And bear true allegiance.
And bear true allegiance.
To the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
To the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
That as President of the Senate.
That as President of the Senate.
I will perform my functions.
I will perform my functions.
Honestly.
To
the best of my ability.
To the best of my ability.
Faithfully.
Faithfully.
In accordance with the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
In accordance with the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
And the law.
And the law.
And the rules of the Senate.
And the rules of the Senate.
And always in the interest of sovereignty.
And always in the interest of the sovereignty. Integrity. Solidarity. Well-being. And prosperity. Of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
So help me God.
So help me God.
The position of the Deputy President of the 10th Senate was unopposed
I, Engineer Wednesday David Umai CON, fellow of Nigeria Society of Engineers, FNAT, do urge us, as I have urged myself, to support this national unity and stability for Nigeria's motion for the nomination that distinguished Senator Jibril Barau CON do take the chair of the Senate as the Deputy President of the 10th Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria for the benefit of Nigeria and Nigerians. I do move.
Distinguished Senator of the Federal Republic, Senator Godwin Akpobio, Senate President of the 10th Senate, the Clerk of the National Assembly, and distinguished Senators-elect. I rise to second the motion ably moved by Senator-elect Senator Dave Umai that Senator Jibril Barau be given the opportunity to take the seat of the Deputy Senate President. I so second.
Chairman.
Mr. President,
That's what I said. Yeah.
My name is Barau Jibril, the Senator-elect representative of North Senatorial Zone. Mr. President, I stand to accept the nomination, the motion for nomination as moved by Senator-elect Umai, that I should take the Senate chair to add or to be the Deputy President of the Senate of the 10th Senate. Mr. President, I so accept. Thank you.
Are there other nominations?
No. This is one hand now. Carry go. No.
Yeah, he actually twice.
Deputy President of the Senate, I now declare Senator Jibril Barau as duly elected Deputy President of the Senate.
I, Senator Barau Jibril,
do solemnly affirm that I will preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Shortly after the electoral process, the newly sworn-in president of the Nigerian Senate performed his first function, administration of oaths and swearing in of all the senators-elect.
I will be faithful. And bear true allegiance to the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
And bear true allegiance to the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
And that I will preserve. Protect. And defend the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So help me God. Oath of a member of the National Assembly. I solemnly swear and affirm that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Federal Republic of Nigeria. That as a member of the Senate, I will perform my functions honestly to the best of my ability. Faithfully in accordance with the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And and the law and the rules of the Senate, and always in the interest of the sovereignty, integrity, solidarity, well-being, and prosperity of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. That I will strive to preserve the fundamental objectives and directive principles of state policy contained in the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and that I will preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and that I will abide by the Code of Conduct contained in the 5th schedule of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So help me God.
So help me God.
We are both very happy to have been given this opportunity, and we show gratitude to Almighty God. We also want to thank God on your behalf, and especially congratulate all of you who have just been sworn in as senators of the Federal Republic of Nigeria for being able to wade through the very difficult elections that we passed through. I described that last election as the first cashless election in Nigeria, the 2023 elections. In some states, we had tsunamis, and in others, we had some of our colleagues returning. But I think the number of senators that returned were about 30 or thereabouts. And those that came fresh into the red chambers are about 79 in number. But today, everybody is ranked, having been sworn in. So I want to say once again, congratulations. Let me also thank the clerk of the National Assembly, the clerk of the Senate, and all the staff of the Senate and the National Assembly for their very, very valuable time and hard work, dedication to duties and commitments, and contributions to the Nigerian Federation. I want to say, I don't know how Senator Ndube puts it, whether it says first among equals or first one among equals or first among equals. There is a way he puts his own. So I don't understand, but I just want to say that I will continue to be one amongst you, and I'll work with you, for you, beside you. I'll be a Senate President that will stand for all, including distinguished Senator Yari. Whether he was qualified to contest or not did not matter. What mattered is that democracy took root right here in these chambers today. So let me congratulate you for a hard fight. I want to extend my hand of fellowship to you. We've already discussed here that we are going to work very closely together. I take it that every single senator here voted for me. And what has happened today is historic. This is the first time in the Nigerian Senate that you have 8 political parties seated in one chambers. What that means is that as soon as you pass through the door to enter these red chambers, you become a senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and no longer of your political party, and I will treat you so. I must say that I am humbled to be so honored by my colleagues. I'm extremely delighted that despite the fact that the invitations were very few, my dear wife, Ekaite Unamagos Wilakwabio, is in the crowd to witness this historic occasion together with my last daughter. I hope she will not admire any senator here. But I wouldn't mind being a father-in-law to a senator if there's any young one that is not married. So, my dear wife, congratulations for being a great woman, a woman of great virtue, an exemplary woman, and one that loves Nigeria, and one that loves humanity. May God continue to prosper and bless you and grant you peace. I want to assure Mr. President that no matter what name the Senate is called, we are here to do national duties. This Senate is about Nigeria and Nigerians. And so long as the policies that come to these chambers concern the empowerment and upliftment of Nigerians, we shall dwell and deliberate and then have robust debate on them with public hearings. We will work closely with the executive arm of government whilst maintaining the normal independence of the legislature. So let me thank the President for the choice of Senator Godswill Akpabio and Senator Jibril Barrow, and also thank the party, the All Progressive Congress, for the zoning system that brought all of us, and especially thank my colleagues, my brothers, and my sisters in the 10th Assembly, the 10th Senate, for voting for us across party lines. This is the way we shall continue to be together. Whatever will happen here, we will think Nigeria, and we'll dwell on Nigeria, and will make a very big difference. I assure you that my reputation precedes me. My track record is there for all to see. We'll bring about uncommon changes in the 10th Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. The 10th Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria will ensure very serious oversight functions. We shall carry out very serious oversight functions to make sure that we do not waste the resources of the country. We'll put members of the executive on their toes, particularly the ministers, when they are ready to work. I pay great tribute to my predecessor, distinguished Senator Ahmed Lawan, for the achievements. The number of laws passed were unprecedented. Some of the issues that will concern us will be gender matters. We don't have a lot of women in the Senate. I'm not suggesting that you give your spaces to women in the 11th Senate, but we ought to have had more women here. But we have only 3 women in the Senate. So I want to congratulate them and pray that next time we shall have more women, but not my seat, maybe any other person who wishes to have it. We'll engage in any legislative action that will bring about empowerment and stop our youth from being recruited into banditry and then unknown gunmen, Boko Haram and others. We'll pay attention to insecurity. To the Nigerian people, I say this: your dreams, your aspirations, and your well-being will be at the heart of everything that we do in these chambers. Finally, I want to plead with you, distinguished senators, to permit me to offer special commendations to the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces for the bold step he has so far taken, particularly in the issue of subsidy. If he requires legislative backing, we shall give. We must begin to produce own fuel in Nigeria. We must begin to encourage production of diesel and others in this country.
On the first day of plenary after inauguration, the Senate had a closed-door meeting which lasted for 3 hours. President of the Senate, Godswill Akpabio, gave a hint on the issues discussed.
On matters relevant to the workings of the Nigerian Senate in particular and the National Assembly in general.
The Deputy President of the Senate, Jibrin Barrow, took the first motion on the order paper, which deals with passing of information to the executive, the House of Representatives, and other parliamentary bodies on the composition of the 10th Senate.
Informing them that the quorum of the Senate of the 10th National Assembly has assembled and is ready to receive any communication.
In the meantime, a welfare committee has been set up to handle some needs of the lawmakers.
It's a normal practice that some people have to sit back, take stock of the seats, and then allocate the seats so that next time when we are coming here, you will speak from your seat. And then you are also expected to move into your offices. Right now, you don't have those offices.
Some lawmakers, old and new, also gave their perspectives about the Tinubu government and expectations of the 10th National Assembly, as well as what they intend to bring to the 10th Senate.
What we are currently witnessing with the administration of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu is the clear testament of a man that has prepared to give leadership. From day one, you can see very clearly that every decision he has taken has largely been accepted by Nigerians because he's sincere, he's credible, he wants the best for the country. So I just want to appeal to every other Nigerians to just give him the patience that he needs, and greater majority of whatever we see as challenges in Nigeria will be fixed to a greater extent. There is no development that comes without inconveniences. So the little hiccup here is just a matter of time. It will smoothen off and we will all be better for it.
Last time we spoke, you spoke extensively about how you wanted the ruling party and generally how you wanted the National Assembly leadership to come about. Now the 10th National Assembly is coming into being. What would be your thoughts on how it has come about and who the presiding officers are?
I commend the President of the Senate, my brother, distinguished Senator Godswill Akpabio, Commander Order of the Niger. I know he will soon be conferred with GCON. I congratulate him in advance. Now I commend the Speaker, Tijani Abbas, my friend and brother and colleague. We were together in the House of Representatives before I left to the Senate. Now, they have come up. I want to commend the process that brought them. And it is because they haven't started work yet, properly so-called. I will not assess them because there are no parameters to. I want to say the process that brought them about was clean, transparent, decent. Different from the and let me also commend the Constitutional Amendment because the Constitutional Amendment did one thing which allowed for decent emergence. It ensured that the standing orders that existed before the dissolution of the House is the one that was used. And it also provided, different from the constitutional provision, the other constitutional provision which says that the quorum should be 1/3. It went on to define that for the purpose of the inaugural and first sitting of the Senate and House of Representatives, and a fortiori for the House of Assembly, that the quorum shall be 2/3 of all the members.
All right. What kind of 10th Senate and the National Assembly in general are you hoping to see? What kind of relationship do you envisage with the Tinubu administration?
The leadership emerged in accordance with the run of play and not against the run of play. So they are going to have a very genuine relationship. and above. And one thing that is interesting is that the president, the vice president, the first lady are all from the Senate. The chief of staff, the secretary to government is a senator. The chief of staff to the president is member of the was a speaker of the House of Representatives. So from the executive angle, they are not likely to make such mistakes that used to need elaborate, strenuous management, because they knew where they know what used to where the banana used to be. And of course, if you know where the banana is to be, when you eat it, you know where not to throw the peels, you know. And the first lady is a senator. So in all aspects, the Senate has become the recruitment ground for the executive, which is for the top echelon of the executive. And so it is something that Nigeria and Nigerians will really appreciate. And so we're not likely to have executive legislative strain.
All right, distinguished, many thanks for your perspectives.
Well, that concludes this edition of the program. Join us again soon as we bring you more as the lawmakers of the 10th Senate get down to legislative business proper. Till then, I'm Dennis Adigunloye. Thanks for watching and bye for now.